You're listening to the Business and Life Conversations podcast with Angela Henderson, episode 196. Hey there, you're listening to the Business and Life Conversations podcast. My name is Angela Henderson, and on this show, we talk about improving your business, life, or both by having amazing and rich conversations with brilliant guests who will inspire you and who will give you tips and tricks to help you grow both in life and in business. Well, hey there, you amazing human, and welcome back to another awesome episode of the Business and Life Conversations podcast. I'm your host, Ange, from Angela Henderson Consulting, where I'm an international award-winning business consultant and coach who has helped thousands of amazing women business owners get all the pieces in place to have consistent 4- and 5-figure months, and then on to 6- and 7+ figure years without burning out in the process. Today is just a solo episode. You and I hanging out, chatting about how we can all do hard things. In fact, I'm talking about life after marriage. A new chapter in my life has officially begun. Last week, after 20 years of being together with Dale, we decided to separate. We separated very amicably, and he moved into his new place. 20 years of travel, 2 amazing kids, and many, many memories. I believe everyone comes into our life for a reason, and I will forever, ever, ever be grateful for what Dale and I had and for what the future brings us as we navigate co-parenting and everything in between. This decision for me wasn't an easy decision. There were many nights of tossing and turning, but you see, I work with over 100+ women in business on any given week throughout my programs. And one thing I always am reminding them about is whatever you are not changing, you are choosing. That's right. I constantly remind them, whatever you are not changing, you are choosing. But I felt like I wasn't living this fully myself. I felt that 90% of my life I was choosing and changing, but that 10% of my life, my marriage, I wasn't. And I personally knew that I didn't want to go into another year with this heaviness. But that fear, the fear was real. The fear of how will my kids react? The fear of being alone for the rest of my life. The fear of how would this impact my business negatively? But I had to constantly remind myself that we can do hard things. I had to remind myself to trust in me, to back me. I had to remember that whatever I was not changing, I was choosing. And the only one responsible for my life is me. And so I asked my husband for a separation. We're 1 week in and things are already feeling less heavy. The energy has shifted. I feel lighter. I feel calmer. I feel happier than I have in a very, very long time. I also strongly, and I say strongly, believe that divorce doesn't have to be hard. We get to choose how we handle things. And I'm choosing kindness, grace, love, and excitement. I am excited for the future, excited for new beginnings, excited for new adventures. What's also cool is that Dale lives 20 seconds away from where I currently live. You might be thinking, what the fuck? 20 seconds away? Why would you do that, Ange? My question is, why wouldn't we? Divorce doesn't have to be hard if you choose for it not to be hard. You see, the kids can still pop over and say hi and get a cuddle from me. We've already been able to support each other this last week when Finley was unwell when he arrived back from camp. But also Dale and I are role modeling to our kids that we can still get along, that we can be kind, and that relationships don't have to end badly, despite what people see on the news, read in magazines, and consume on the internet. That's right. We're choosing to rock co-parenting. In fact, we're also looking at taking them to the USA together in June and July. You might be thinking, well, Ange, again, why did you even bother separating? Again, divorce doesn't have to be hard. So yes, this decision wasn't easy, but I'm here to tell you we can all do hard things, and it won't be hard forever. Now, I'm not naive to realize that there will be moments of hardness as we navigate this, but I am also 150% confident and trust that all will work out. As I said before, I have my back. That's right, I back myself. I'm taking responsibility for my life because I don't want to end up on my deathbed regretting life. I also trust that I'm right on time. I'm exactly where I need to be. I don't know what the future holds. I have no clue when I'll start dating again. But what I do know is that I'm proud of me. I'm excited for the new journey. So I ask you this. Are there changes in your life and our business you're wanting to make? What's holding you back? I encourage you to truly take the time to assess your life and reflect. It's powerful, it's hard, but it's worth it. And remember, we can all do hard things. Love from Brisbane, Ange. Thanks for listening to the Business and Life Conversations podcast with Angela Henderson. www.angelahenderson.com.au